Hello everybody, this is Dude in Car. Welcome back to a brand new video. So in today's live, I'm going to be kind of speaking a little bit on to the updates that are going to be coming this week to Drive RDU. Yeah, the Roblox server has been changed from Drive Raleigh NC to Drive RDU. And the way this change has gone about is we have a major change in events with the south expansion of the map being added. Um, and the way that is working is we have pretty much just gone ahead and entered the area with pretty much just updating and adding the southern expansion. I hope for today to start working on Lake Wheeler Road expansion and finishing the Rock Quarry Road expansion as well, and doing some more detailing in areas that do need to be added and detailed. But most importantly, the Interstate 40 East connection and the Interstate 440 introduction for the Drive RDU server. And I gotta say, we are about at phase 2 with the server. Initially my plan was to pretty much just introduce more new vehicles, but within the expansion I did introduce about 5 or 6 new vehicles that do drive realistically. And they do have a bit of difficulty with controls, but they are specifically made to be driven on only the PC platform. So we're gonna go ahead here and check out what our new updates are going to be here, or what I'm gonna work on today, Monday of August 10th here. But I hope all of you guys are doing very, very good. I'm doing very good myself. Just trying to figure out exactly what the next updates are going to consist of with the server. And yeah, I got a brand new fish tank for my desk. I got a 5-gallon, looks to be almost a 10-gallon, but it's a 5-gallon. It's kind of getting set up a little bit here. I got an air tube in there. Pretty much acclimating the 5-gallon setup that's going to be filled with shrimp and probably like 5 or 6 fish that are going to be living in this tank with the shrimp. In my 5-gallon, I currently have my 2.5-gallon tank right next to my 5-gallon that I just got recently, and got about 2 or 3 shrimp living inside of that tank. But yeah, I have a bit of a colony of shrimp here that are living together. I think I only have seen just about 1 or 2 that have survived out of the 14 that I had in that tank. But yeah, we got the game loading here. I should work on South Saunders Street today and get some lanes optimized for the next hour being, but I'm not going to be on here very long. Most of the work is going to be done tomorrow. So as of right now, we got the street over here, the Rock Quarry Road section that needs to be worked on. We've got this road here that needs to be worked on. We've got Wilmington Street that needs to be worked on. Hammond Road and Person Street has to be reworked. Lanes have to be added there. Downtown Raleigh kind of needs to be reworked on, but not really. We've got Western Boulevard over here that needs to be reworked on. Capitol Boulevard that needs to be worked on a little more. And really just about a lot of roads that are being pretty much added to the server, I would say. Um, but yeah, we've gone a long way with Mao Drive RDU. South expansion has been added and it's available to drive on as of now. It's online. But many of the new coming up updates for this week aren't going to be released until Friday, or probably earlier in the week. But I have to focus on that for right now. We currently have about 75 to 85 cars that are drivable on the server. Um, I don't think the server limits how many I could have in the world, but I could just possibly test the limits eventually. Um, the brand new vehicles that were added within the South expansion update were Lexus. I think a QX30. I'm not sure which specific model it is, but I know it's a Lexus. Uh, Ford Explorer Platinum. A Audi SUV. Honda CRV 2024. Honda Accord 2020. Tesla Model Y. And I believe the other vehicle that was also added was, I believe, a Nissan, but I'd have to get back on you. I'd have to get back with you guys on those. But yeah, lots of expansions and updates have been added to the server. A lot of reworks have been definitely done. A lot of patchwork is gonna be going into the server as of now. The only reason it's taking forever to load is because I am streaming right now, and that's taking the majority of my internet. But don't fret, we will eventually get to updating the road. And the thing is, like, before I can initially look to expand west within the map, I have to go in and actually finish the roads that I need to basically finish. So we're gonna pretty much go ahead here and work on this portion here and pretty much add lanes to this road. Hopefully incorporating a custom already assembled road asset that's gonna be added here. But I know for sure this road is like 3 lanes going this side and 3 lanes going the opposite way. So we'll just have to see how that goes initially with the server. And I do believe that I could add a car spawn point, or like a spawn point here in this area. It would be plausible to do that, but I don't exactly know. So hopefully the server does load. No, but it's not. But the only issue is it's not fully rendered, but it'll probably be. And I'm just checking up on my shrimp right now. I would show you guys the setup of my shrimp tanks that I have on my desk, but I'd have to probably wait on that later on in the future, or some other time this week. I'll probably show you guys. Just gotta wait for this dang map to load, and I believe it will take more longer for the map to load as we progress to continue to expand it. It already is a big enough area, and that'll continue to grow, encircling the entirety of downtown Raleigh. But yeah, it's a big project I've been planning to work on for the longest time. Finally started it back in April, and we are expanding and advancing faster than ever in the server, and I have to say it's great. It's great to finally be able to have been expanding certain areas and adding more to the server. Mile Drive Raleigh NC transitioned to Mile Drive RDU, available to play as of the day that it was that I officially started working on it. So gonna go ahead and see here and try to add a few areas that need to be added and figure out exactly what needs to be added and rework the road that leads it's called no South Saunders Road that leads to the main spawn point plaza. We are going to get rid of one or two spawn points in the server, and that is because we have a lot of construction going on in downtown Raleigh as of now, and there will be a few buildings that will be added, that are going to be added as of this year, going into next year into Raleigh, and I will basically update areas in the city that are being added, or like buildings that are being added as in real time, that will be added in the server compared to real life. So it'll be nice to finally be able to have the 1-to-1 scale ratio, uh, a 1-to-1 scale ratio, basically diorama of the city in Roblox. So are we able to move now? It's been like about 10 minutes, I think. I wouldn't know. I don't even know why I still have Spotify on my thing. But everything seems to have been loaded. That is, I hope that the game doesn't crash. Because the thing is, like, it usually does sometimes, but I may not know for sure if it's going to. Yeah, this thing it's just taking its time right now. The thing is, I want to believe that I must have made the game a little too big, but usually Roblox projects could probably be able to handle the massive workload. I mean, I would assume, but only time will forever tell. But yeah, we have, as of the last updates, we have the Dodge Ram right there that was added, and I think a few other vehicles need to be added, but I could be remembering a few models that need to be added. I haven't introduced any Jeeps or anything of that sort yet, but I know I probably should. So now we have the one road that leads to the official spawn point, which I'm going to be adding here in a bit here. Hopefully this loads. Load. Hold on, let me check something real quick, guys. Great, now my plugins don't want to work. And the thing is, like, I could have started working on these lanes way beforehand. But the only issue with that is I initially wanted to, but I just started freaking going bananas with the updates and I just lost track.